Hey guys, moving along here on Marshall. I'm starting to do my wiring, getting ready to install some rear lights, but I'll take you over what I've done so far. As you can see, she's looking like a tractor again. Got my footboards on now. This is the original wiring harness. I tore it apart. I'm using parts of it. I'm going to use the plugs, but I am going to put new wires. I found out that on my key switch plug, the battery side melted, and that plug is burnt in there, so got a new one of those plugs coming. I'll remake that. And here's the one that goes into my rectifier. I'm going to eliminate the light wire out of it. Let's see, what else we got here? Fuse, I'll probably reuse that, although I do have a new one over there. Not sure what those two plugs go into. Let's see, that's electric lift that I don't have. Here's my plug for the safety on the brake for starting. I'm probably going to use that, and down there is my light switch. But right now I'm getting ready to drill out two 3/4 inch holes. I like using these little pop-in lights for tail lights. I'm gonna not use the center of where the reflectors used to be, but I'm gonna bring it into the inside edges. I did some looking and comparisons, and I like those two locations for these little LEDs. But drill these holes out and I get back with you when I've got them plugged in. All right, so the lights are now installed on the metal. I'm gonna go ahead and wire it up to the orange wire, and it'll be ready to go. All right, like I mentioned, these are now put in and they now are wired up with the orange wire up to the dash. I've got my little jump box turned on here. Put it where I get power to like it's a battery. Let me ground this out, and those should come on. Oh, there you go. Wiring for the back half of Marshall is complete. Now to start wiring to the front side, and I got a few plugs on order. They should start coming tomorrow. And it's turned it off, and there they're off. So tomorrow evening or this weekend, I will be doing a little bit more, and hopefully by the end of this weekend, wiring will be complete. Hope you enjoyed that. And I'll catch you tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm gonna try something here with the Marshall. You know, the ammeter goes in the dash here. I cannot find a single thing that fits this square in the dash. I pulled the guts out of this ammeter that was on here. It was in terrible shape. And I did some measuring of inside this square to if maybe something would fit in there. And these voltmeter ammeters, find them all over the place from China. But evidently this guy fits right inside this factory bezel. Of course, that's not snapped in. I can't do it one-handed. But if you want a voltmeter and an ammeter, this is an option. I know I could buy a replacement of the whole unit, but I wanted more than just the ammeter. So I wanted the volts too, so this looks like it might work. So I'm gonna give this a go, and we'll get back with you about it later in another video. All right, guys, I've got some more updates here. Choke is now in. Here's my light switch for, I've got the front and rear lines right there going in. Here's my key switch plug, my new one. I've been slowly wiring it in. Here's my lead to the lights. Right now I've got the coil keel straight from the original wire set and battery wire right there. The solenoid's in, it's grounded with the blue plug wire there. And I've just kind of got my battery wire and my charge wire kind of just hanging there. I do have the battery cable in. I don't know if you can see that red wire there. That's in. I do have, using the original cable holder here, plug, using the original plug here for the charge cable and the keel wire. This is an extra ground. Instead of coming all the way back, I just grounded it to the block for the headlights. And there's the headlight plug. So all that's done. All I need now is I'm gonna run the wire for sending the signal to the solenoid to tell it to start. It's one of these. I have to look at the plug. Looks like it is the upper, which one is it? Oh yeah, be this one right here. And I'm actually gonna wire it into the safety switch for the clutch. So you have to have it clutched or parking brake to start it. So I'm gonna put that in. But all in all, that's pretty much what I'm down to. That in the ground for the plug. Then guess I'm ready to put some gas in it and start it up and start tuning on the engine. I'm hoping it's okay where it is, but you never know. And then these came in today. So got my front tires on and my front wheels. I already had the 4-on-4s hubs, so that just slapped right in. Those tires were pretty easy to put on those rims. I was happy about that. So anyway, I'll get back with you when I'm done wiring. I think my seat comes in tomorrow. We'll catch you later. All right, guys, I've come a long ways since the last I left you off in this video. It's getting pretty close. Electrical is done. Most everything's done. Still a few little things. Like the rear tires. These are not the rear tires I'm using in this. It's just on there until I get my new rear tires. I did take the rubber off of these and painted them black. So they're gonna match these when they're done. But it's all assembled. First phase is almost done. There's that voltmeter, amp meter. As you can see, it's keyed. Got my new lights in. The jump pack didn't die on me here. LED, 6,000 Kelvin. There's the back before the jump pack times out. But yeah, got my choke lever in. It's a little tight, but it's usable. Got my dash throttle in. Pretty fluid. Everything's buttoned down. The only thing I lack up here is the heat shield for the muffler. It's right there. Since I did raise the engine up an inch, I'm having to trim out part of the front to clear the hood brackets. I also had to trim an inch off of this so it fit right through here just fine. But Looking good. Only issue I run into is, for some strange reason, my starter has now gone flaky again. It's turning good. It's just not shooting the Bendix out. I may end up having to get another one of those. I'll look at it again. I'll take the top shroud off, but I still want to change these tie rods out. I don't like them. This little point here is just asking to bend and break. That's like less than a 5/16 rod. My replacement should have been right here. Oh, there. I'm going to use the original tie rod, but put heims on the end of it. That way my smallest point on this will be 3/8. So there you have it. There's the Marshal. Phase 1's almost done. Let's see how bright this is. That's pretty bright.